I am going to show you how I edit photos once they have been captured on site. So I've just come back from a shot and now I'm going to upload all the photos into the computer. So I've got Lightroom open already. I'm going on File, Import Photos and Videos, and these are all the photos that we shot today. So click on the first one and last one. Check all, uncheck all, and check all of the selected ones. And they're all going into this folder which I created earlier. Number 2, Castellan Mansion. That's the address of the property, and at the end I've got the initial of the client. So now we've selected, just to make sure we've selected all the photos that we got today. They're all from the memory card, and then I'll be clicking import, and that's importing all the photos. So I'm not going to take you through to every single one of them. I will show a couple that how I do and what I do. I will be doing a Flambiant technique, which is you may notice that most of the photos that I've shot today, I've got one shot without any artificial light, all by natural light on long exposure, and then I've got one which is I've used an artificial light. I've used my Godox AD200 on this shot, so and I will be combining them together to get the best light and highlight and shadows out of these photos. So now all the photos are uploaded. You can see this is all of them. It's a very beautiful flat in West London, ground floor flat, really nice, lots of charming character, and hopefully we'll give it the best light. So now we click on develop. Yeah, so you can see this one looks a little bit overexposed around the windows, but that's fine. That's the next one, and this is the one where we use the artificial light. So I'm going to grade them so it's easier for me to identify the ones that I'm going to finally use. So definitely I'll use this one. So I'll press number 3 to give it a 3-star rating on my keyboard. And out of the light shots, this one is probably my favorite and most appropriate. So we'll go ahead and give that one a 3-star rating too. So now select both of them by holding the command button on Mac and control on PC, and then right click and edit in, open as layers in Photoshop. So sending both of them images into Photoshop, and it will open up as 2 layers under one file. There you go. So they both have come in here in the right order. So although I used a tripod, very stable one, and I have not moved the camera, so I don't have to sort of straighten them up, but if I have to, I have got a straightening shortcut set up which helps me align both layers. So now, having the naturally lit image highlighted or selected, I will be going ahead and clicking one of the actions that I've created, so which I named that as Rapid Flambiant. What it does basically, it will one of the layer will change the blending mode into luminosity, and then change the opacity to 50%, and then it just, because it's the same thing that I do again and again. I've set up a shortcut and an action. So if I click Command F1 on my keyboard, it will ask, just click continue, and see it's blended the both layers, and now it looks really natural. So I'm going to go ahead and click layers, and merge all visible layers, or I can just do on my keyboard Command Shift E, easy peasy, and then again save and quit. So basically I'll just save this and send it back to Outlook, Lightroom, where I can edit it and just do some fine tuning before getting the finished product. So I'll be clicking, or I will be pressing on my keyboard Command SW. So now it's saving it down and sending it back to Lightroom. So if I open Lightroom now, you can see this is the edited photo, or blended photo from Photoshop. So now I've got some setup, some presets, template set up on my Lightroom as well. So this is my favorite, which I use on most of the cases, which is my special sauce. I named it as Ray Sauce D Yellow. So we take out some yellow from the image, and also caused by the tungsten light and reflection from the floors, and also it just fine tunes the exposure and the shadow and brightness, contrast, etc. So I'll go ahead and click on that, double click on that, and you can see before and after. This one's definitely, it's got more pop. It just images out that the color is better. So I will go ahead and do a white balance correction. So the ceiling is white, so I'm just going to click. This is probably a little bit too much color cast coming from the reflection on the sofa. I need to find a surface that's a bit more neutral. That's quite close. This is probably the closest we can get to, but this area I'm not very happy about. Let's just fine tune it. So I'm basically looking for white or grey areas where it's so now I've done that. I can also do a little bit of correction here with exposure. That looks good. Take all the highlights out, shadows. Maybe this is better. And I'm going to get a bit more black, so quite happy with that. So now I'm going to mark this, give this 5-star rating. There you go, and move on to the next one. So the next one I have is of the same room. So let's correct the white balance before we send it to Photoshop. Looks quite nice. Really nice lampshade. Okay, so this is our first layer, and the second layer is going to be this one, where we'll collect the colors as well. A bit more natural. Just adjust the exposure slightly. This looks nice. And now I'm going to mark this as well as 3-star. Go ahead and select both of them. Right click, open as layers in Photoshop. And there we are. We've got both images here. We can see they're pretty aligned, don't have to realign them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Command F1 for my Rapid Flambiant preset. That's it, the action executed. Looks much more natural. I couldn't tell where the light is coming from. Everything is nicely lit. It doesn't look obvious that a flash has been used. There's still some shadows here that we can remove by erasing. I'm going to use the spot filling tool. That's probably not very correct. Yeah, so that's fine. Something like that, it's not a big deal. This one, probably a bit more. Yeah, that's probably the best we can get. Happy with that. So let's go ahead and click flatten the image, Command Shift E, done that, Command SW, save and send back to Lightroom. Open up Lightroom, it's already here, so go ahead and click on my special source. That's it, image straightened, color corrected, everything, all the lines are straight. Now we can look at before and after. Obviously this one is a bit wider because we had to straighten it. We lost a little bit on the side, so we sort of lost from here, but still I would prefer this as a better image, or we can always manually correct. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's fine, 5-star. Move on to the next one. So our next one is this one here. So this is good light to spend some time correcting the color on this one. Actually, this one. So what I'm going to do, I am going to copy the settings of this. Go to Develop Setting, Copy Settings, Copy, and go to this one. Right click, Develop Settings, Paste Settings. And that's it. So we basically use the same settings for the color correction, but if you want to do it manually, by all means you can do that by clicking on any white or grey surface on the photo. natural light. I think exposure will drop the exposure a little bit. This is minus 0.10, 3-star. Next one is a flat shot. I'm just watching over the shadows and reflection, so I can pick the best one. So this is probably the best one. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and play the colors. 3-star. Select both of them. Right click. Edit in. Open as layers in Photoshop. There you go. Command F1. My magic button. Job done. Command SW. Mark as 5-star. Move on to the next one. Nice, that's a nice shot. This is definitely the base shot. No. This is good. I'm going to use this as the base shot because I have removed the cable from there. So just one little clutter out of the way. Okay, it's a little bit brightened up slightly, and then go for the flash one. Again, a nice shot. Let's correct the colors on this one. Nice. 3-star. Going back here. Okay, usual stuff. Open as layers in Photoshop. Great, so this one I'm going to align them because I feel that they might not be aligned 100%. So I'm going to click one of my other action, which is, I'm just going to use the shortcut Shift F2. Yeah, now both of the layers are aligned. Select the top one, and then my rapid Flambiant shortcut Command F1. That's it. That's all sorted. flatten them, Command Shift E, Command SW, all done. Come back here, apply my special source, lovely. Color correction a little bit again. Oh, it's a little bit too much. This is more like it. Yeah, more natural. Okay, happy with that. Lovely table. 5-star rating. So there's a reason for me to mark all the completed ones as 5-star. So what happens when I'm ready to when I've finished editing all of them, then I can simply find them all by click on rated here and then click on 5-star, then it shows all the completed ones. So like this, and this, and I can just go ahead and save them ready for the clients. So go back to all unrated. Okay, so another interesting angle. It's a lovely room. Okay. So this is certainly my favorite. And then this one. Okay. It's got a halo effect there, so I'll leave it as it is. I will deal with it later. Like this one. So I'm going to create a virtual copy of this. Create a virtual copy. So they're both exactly the same. And we're going to take all these three and then open layers in Photoshop. Yep, they're all here. I don't need two of the same ones, so I'm going to deselect one of these and bring it down. That's my long exposure, no light shot, and the second one is my flash shot. So as per usual, Command F1. So quite faint. I think I can probably. Now I'm going to merge the top two by clicking Command Shift E, and then I have the natural one that I'm going to take over the top. And interestingly, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one because I want to blend this bit where it doesn't show the shadow of this lamp, and I'm going to hold down the Alt key or Option key on Mac and then click on Add Layer Mask. This is hide all, basically hidden that layer, take a brush by clicking the brush button. It's a nice soft brush, about 8% flow, 100% opacity, nice round soft edge brush, and that just helps me clean out this bit. Nice and simple. I think the color looks slightly different, but unless you sort of zoom in quite large, it's difficult to see exactly what happened there. So manageable, doable, acceptable. So let's go ahead and blend it into one layer. You've just done Command W to save it and send back to Outlook. Oh, not Outlook, Lightroom, sorry, I keep saying Outlook. Come back to Lightroom, special source, amazing, color correction, nice and easy, 5-star. Let's get to the next one. So this was a nice angle, but I'm afraid we left our bags in there.
Hi, babe. You're looking good. Wow. That was quick.